That's right, y'all. I'm banned from fertilizing. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but for you, you're not, and you can take advantage of Yard Mastery's biggest sale of the year, 15% off. Stock up on all the fertilizer you need, flagship stress blend, the all-new natural-based 803 soil fit. You can also pick up equipment. We have our Yard Mastery backpack sprayer, 15% off. We have the brand new Earthway 2600A Plus, now branded as Yard Mastery, 15% off, just now being released. And in fact, this one comes 95% pre-assembled. We also have all the Greene County liquids on sale. Click below and use code MD15 at checkout. It ends Memorial Day, so get everything you need, get stocked up for the summer, and I want to thank you very much for supporting an American small business. All right, y'all, so in last weekend's video, I promised you I was gonna throw down on that zoysia over there, and we were just gonna punish it with chemicals. So it was a little too hot and a little too dry for me to spray when I was doing that video. Now we're earlier in the morning, it's a little cooler, and everything is perfectly watered and looking good, so I can spray. So I'm gonna put down the Fusilade II with Recognition that we've been talking about. This is that combination that gets rid of Bermuda and St. Augustine grass. Well, it also works exactly the same to get rid of Bermuda and zoysia. I've actually got it all mixed up already right here. I'm gonna go ahead and spray that down and start getting that zoysia back to where we want it to be. You know, while I'm here and I'm gonna go ahead and walk the lawn, I might as well get as much done as I can. So this is a herbicide, right? It needs to sit on the, in this case, it needs to sit on the Bermuda so it can absorb and kill it. You don't water it in. So in that case, it gives me an opportunity to add in some 700 Green Effect, which is foliar absorbed nitrogen and iron. And the app rate here is 9 ounces or 8 ounces per 1,000. So I need 16 ounces because I'm doing 2,000 square feet. This is just going to help give me some more green that I want. It's also going to help with the growth stunting that inevitably comes when you apply these herbicides. But really I'm doing it just because I want to kick out a little bit more green color. Now we can go spray and pray. All right, now we're going to talk about throwing down fertilizer, especially in my lawn here in Florida. So as you all know, I like to apply fertilizer, nitrogen, about every 4 to 5 weeks. And I do that because that's what keeps my lawn nice and green and vigorous and thick. However, here in Florida, we have some interesting laws that I've been working hard to educate y'all on for the last couple years. You see, in Florida, we actually have restrictions on fertilizer use, typically from June 1st to September 30th, that prohibit us from using nitrogen or phosphorus in our lawns all during the summer. Now, it's not every county, and you should definitely check yours to find out, but here in Manatee County, because we're surrounded by water, they definitely have these ordinances in place. And the reason they have them is because of the storms that we get in the summer. As you guys know, if you ever come down here to visit, there's pretty much a threat or a chance of rain every afternoon. And in a normal year, we will get a rushing thunderstorm sometime around 2, 3, 4 o'clock every afternoon that just blasts water down for like 20 to 30 minutes along with some heavy thunderstorms. Now, those storms are so fast and so rushing that if you were to have applied fertilizer sometime that day and then that rain came down, it comes down so heavy and so fast and hits dry ground that it will literally wash the pellets right out of your lawn and into the street. And so that fertilizer will rush right down here and go right down that storm drain right there. And here in Manatee County, these storm drains, they all go to the Manatee River mostly, and then the Manatee River, it flows right out into the Gulf of Mexico, and your fertilizer would go right with it. And then what can happen is that fertilizer that gets into the waterways can make our red tides worse. Now, I'll give you links to understand what red tide is and all that kind of stuff, as well as I've done podcasts on it. I'll give you links to all that below. But really, that's the whole reason why we don't apply nitrogen or phosphorus in the summer. It's because of our waterways, and we want to protect our ecosystem. And so over the years, I've spent a lot of time and resources educating you all on these laws so that you can follow them. I even have an e-guide that I wrote, which I'm updating now, but that takes you through how to know what the laws are in your area, as well as how to use products to keep your lawn green that stay within the ordinances so you don't break them, but still keep the lawn looking good all summer long. Now, as I've told you all in the past, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not perfect. And because of that, I've actually made some mistakes over the years and learned a few things. And so I want to go ahead and just reiterate to you that you need to look it up county by county. I'll give you some links to resources below to see what the ordinances are in your area. But for me, for sure. No nitrogen and no phosphorus after June 1st or as of June 1st. So that's why I'm throwing down today, because I'm still in May and I still have time to get this lawn pumped up with nitrogen so it'll stay green as long into the summer as possible. And so that's why I'm choosing Flagship. Flagship is 24% nitrogen, but 50% of that nitrogen is polymer coated, which means that the nitrogen releases slowly over 45 days. So I'll actually get an immediate green up, which I need. And then on top of that, for 45 days, it'll also still continue releasing nitrogen all the way through, which should keep my lawn green through a good portion of the summer. And like I said, then I'll show you other products you can use to throw down to keep the lawn green that still fit within the ordinances. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you on this weeknight lawn work vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, leave those in the comments below, and please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Most of all, I hope you enjoy this long weekend spending time with family and friends and celebrating our freedom. I'll see you in the lawn.